live. I wonder who will get here first. Will it be Christy, Lois, or Brandon? Because we're live. How about that, honey? I think she might be asleep, guys. I'm pretty sure. She is sleeping. Well, let's message Lois. Tell Lois we are live on YouTube.
Sending to Lois. We are live on YouTube.
Send. Tell Brandon we are on YouTube.
Sending to...
Send. Tell Christy we are on YouTube.
Which one? Christy Lynn or Christy Lynn?
Christy shouts.
Here's what I heard to Christy. We are on YouTube.
Cancel.
Okay.
Tell Christy shouts. We're on YouTube, honey.
Sending to Christy.
Send.
4:54 p.m.
Not got her attention yet, guys. When she realizes that we are, she will. I told you guys. But nobody's here yet. So it's a race. Lois is probably trying to get her computer going. Or her tablet. Well,
Christy Holstein.
Oh, she is here. Bam.
Here. Brandon Armstrong.
Oh,
Greetings
just
to everyone.
in time. Brandon, if you would have been 2 seconds quicker, you would have beat Christy, because she just said that right when you did. Alright, so we're loading the sim now. I can tell you that we are flying from Anchorage, Alaska to KDFW. I don't know weather conditions there. I've not looked at it. Hey, computer. What is the weather at KDFW Airport?
Brandon Armstrong. Actually, I beat everybody here. Christy Holstein. Hi Brandon, I was even asleep till my watch went off, lol.
What is the weather at Dallas Airport? So they are saying thunderstorms in Dallas. So we might come into some storms. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think Lois is here yet. She will be.
Brandon Armstrong. How's it going, Christy?
Loading, please wait. 51%.
But yeah, we're doing pretty good.
Community.
The one thing that I'm looking forward to is
Brandon
Sunday.
Armstrong.
We got to ride to church.
I can tell you right now you will come into some storms because it's raining here. Christy Holstein. It's going okay.
Well, it depends on when we get into Dallas. So you got to remember, we're coming from Alaska, so I got to see what the time will be when we get there. I don't know the time. Hey, computer. How long does it take to fly to Dallas, Texas from Anchorage, Alaska? That's not bad. 6-hour flight. So that's not bad.
Loading, please wait. 53%.
Yeah, you craving ice cream, honey? Yeah. You
Loading,
saw
please wait.
you in Walmart?
54%.
Sandwiches are good. Taylor likes those too, but Actually, you know what? Yeah, I do sandwiches. They're cheaper than
Loading,
them
please
other
wait.
things that I like.
55%.
The one thing that I like are freaking expensive. They're they look like an Oreo cookie, but they're ice cream. They look like a
Loading, please wait.
huh?
Brandon Armstrong.
Yeah,
By the way, yes, you can play
Yeah,
Night
they're-
Manager with Alexa Plus enable on your device. I'm playing it right now.
Loading, please wait. 71%.
yeah. Them are. You can just get the regular ice cream sandwiches. Fine with me.
Loading, please wait. 72%.
Well, I had Alexa Plus enabled on mine, Brandon, and it would not enable no features, no skills. You can ask Christy. I tried when I had the Alexa Plus, but I didn't see nothing that big. I
Loading,
mean,
please wait.
I'm good with what Alexa does already, so
Loading, please wait.
I don't really got to have the
79%.
Plus. It's a different voice, but I'm
Loading,
good with
please
what
wait.
I got. It works.
Welcome menu. Page 1 of 3.
I got to spend the money
Press
where
B to close the
priority
desktop.
is, and that's not
Press L stick
priority.
to read support and release notes.
Brandon Armstrong. You have to spell out the first word to actually open it.
What? So you gotta literally spell it out when you tell it to open Night Manager. You gotta say open
Lois Hughes.
NIGHT
Sorry
manager.
late for class again,
No
teacher
way.
John. Hello
That's
sis
dumb.
and hello Brandon.
That is dumb. Hey Lois, welcome. Like I said, I'm prioritizing, and that's not a priority to spend money on.
Social panel.
All right.
World
Brandon
map.
Armstrong.
2 of 5.
It's not charging
World map
anything
screen.
right now, it's free access.
Flying in Boeing 777
Yeah, but it will, Brandon. It'll come off
From select departure runway.
once that
To select
trial
arrival
runs
runway.
out.
Flight
Once
conditions.
the
Live weather.
thing once you do that, it will. After that.
Press space to more. Search results. Text, aircraft selection and
Brandon
customization. Select
Armstrong.
departure. Combo
Hi
box.
Lois.
Switch departure
But
and arrival
I
point.
done got to try. I mean,
Select departure. Combo box. Search,
it's okay.
Search results.
But KPANC.
RKSI/engine. KLAX/Los Angeles INTL Los Angeles.
No.
KDFW/Dallas FT. KLAX/Los Angeles. RKSI/engine IN. Select depart. Switch departure and arrival. Select departure. Search results. 0. Text entry field.
PANC.
PANC/Ted. Select
There we go.
PANC Ted Stevens Anchorage IN. Switch departure and arrival. Select arrival. Search
And we are going
search
to
results.
KDFW.
KDFW/ KDFW Dallas FT Worth INTL Dallas FT Worth. Combo box.
Brandon
Select to open a search
Armstrong.
field, or select from recommended
Honestly,
and recent airports.
weather information is a lot better with
After
it
an
than the
airport is
original
selected
in my
here,
book.
An additional drop-down list becomes active below this one to allow selection
No,
of a specific airport gate or runway.
I messed with the weather on it too, but
Press
it's still
ESC to
giving
go
you the
back.
same weather.
Press F12 to reset. Press Control plus Enter to fly.
The biggest thing about
space to
Electric
more.
Plus is it gives
Press
you a
numpad
better
minus sign
voice.
slash
That's
numpad plus
that's
sign
the
to
big
zoom.
thing.
Press Tab to help. Welcome menu. Page
But-
1 of 3. Marketplace.
Again, whatever
Button
people
3 of
like.
5.
I'm not
Over
wasting.
3,300 items are on sale now with discounts up to 8. World map.
I'm not going to waste my
World
money
map
on it
screen.
right now.
VFR, direct, aircraft selection and customization, PANC Ted Stevens switch departure and KDFW Dallas FT Worth INT, switch departure and PANC Ted, runway, 7R.
Oh, Gilder.
Drop down
Okay.
list.
Lois, what are you up to?
7L 10,005,
What, baby? You're allowed to.
25R105,
Just getting the gate here, guys.
gate/parking. Gate N7 gate small,
Huh?
drop down option.
Christy
Right stick up and down to
Holstein.
Scroll the UI.
Hello
Gate
sis.
N8 gate medium. Gate N7 gate small. Gate/parking. Gate N7, Gate N8 gate meet. Gate R14 ramp GA large. Runway, gate
Lois
R14 ramp
Hughes.
GA large. Drop
Nothing
down
and
list.
you.
Select to view available choices. Switch departure and arrival. KDFW Dallas. Flight conditions. Button.
But
NAV log. Runways. Runway 7R12. Runway 25. Runway 15. Runway 33, runway 7L10, runway 25, live airport activity. Zoom out. Sim brief. Button. Fly.
Alright. So I'm loading the flight now. Again, you guys, we're flying from Anchorage, Alaska to Dallas, Texas. It's going to be about a 6-hour
29%.
flight. I actually need to move.
Christy Holstein. Just cheating on my dieting and
Loading
ordered
please wait.
ice cream lol.
70%.
You're allowed to cheat every now and then, honey.
Loading please wait. 74%.
Okay, so
Loading please wait. 83%. Loading please wait. 84%.
alright, log into our pilot's life here.
Loading please wait. 84%.
Come on. There we go.
Ready to fly. Button.
There we go. We got that. Okay. Go to flight. Alright, now we can generate our flight plan from SimBrief. SimBrief dispatch. Okay.
Brandon
4937
Armstrong.
is our flight number.
Wow, it's really pouring down rain here.
PANC. KDFW. KOKC is our alternate. Okay. Generating the flight plan. We'll close all that out. Okay, so the first piece of information we got is initial altitude 39,000 feet. Cost index is 160. 2,711 nautical miles. Wind is 231 at 26. Alright, so we got that information. Let's get our $234 passengers. Okay, get that wrote down. £95,377 in fuel. Now we'll get our route. There's our route, and now our thrust information. 7 left. Okay. Alright. There's our thrust information. We can close the SimBrief page. That's done. Export our flight plan. Okay. Export. Okay, that is done. Open up say intentions. Okay. Lois, what are you doing over there? We'll hit new flight.
Lois Hughes. How is the homework, teacher?
Don't worry,
Lois
student.
Hughes. LOL.
I'll give you enough homework. Don't you worry. All right. I think my other student was trying to sleep in class earlier.
Christy Holstein. LOL. Christy Holstein.
Giving comms to you.
I was trying to sleep in class.
Yeah, you was.
Brandon Armstrong.
Got it, John. I'll handle the
Good
clearance.
thing no one is camping here or they would be soaked.
Why don't you ask Lois about getting soaked camping? She knows all about that.
Anchorage clearance, Connie 937 Heavy, requesting our IFR clearance. We have hotel.
Don't you, Lois?
Lois Hughes. Oh no sis, I can get away with that sometimes, LOL.
Alright, we're opening up,
Connie 937 Heavy, cleared to Dallas. Radar vectors Middleton Island. Then as filed, climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 39010 minutes after departure. Departure on 119.1 squawk 6544. And a change to your departure runway this time. You can expect runway 25 right.
Lois Hughes.
25
Oh, yes.
right. Oh, that might not have been for us. Because I didn't tell him to get the IFR yet. That wasn't for us. You want to go ahead and get our IFR to Dallas.
We've already got our IFR clearance to Dallas, John. We're all set for departure.
Brandon Armstrong. It's going to rain here today, add tonight and part of tomorrow.
Anchorage clearance.
I'll grab that clearance. Give me just a minute.
Requesting cargo to Dallas.
Mission on request. This will take a minute or two. Connie 937. Heavy, SkyOps has assigned you a mission to transport classified documents for a government agency. Your destination is Dallas, as per your request. Ensure the cargo is handled with utmost
Brandon
confidentiality.
Armstrong.
The total
You're
weight of the
departing
cargo
from runway
is 5,000
25
pounds.
right.
We're sending your crew
Yeah, I
over
know
now.
that,
You can
Brandon.
expect to be airborne in a few minutes.
I've got it right here in front of me. $25 right, 4,000 is going to be our.
Starting pre-flight flow.
Good afternoon, Captain.
$4,000.
Good afternoon, Captain. We are just about done loading cargo. It'll let you know when we are secure and ready.
Lois Hughes. You keep the rein, Brandon.
We are secure, ready to go, Captain.
Lois Hughes. Do not send this way, please, LOL. Brandon Armstrong. I'm kind of
All
glad
right.
it's raining because it's not as hot outside.
Nine 5377. Okay, payload summary. 360.3. Alright, now we'll just wait for him to do his walk around. So yeah, we do have a ride to church on Sunday, so that's good.
Heading out for the walk around.
Preacher's wife's going to pick us up. Okay. That's good. Then we're at PANC. Copy our GPS. IRS is aligned. Now for our route. And then KDFW.
Brandon Armstrong. Wendy's no longer sells the Cajun croquant chicken sandwich. It was a good one too.
Alright, we're now uploading the route. Then we'll load it in. Route 1 is now uploading. Activate, execute, done. Go to our leg page. Execute our weather for our waypoints. That's done. Then we'll go here. Do our descent, wind. Load it in. That is done. Now for our departure. Right off 5 for 25 right. I believe we've got a direct here. Direct to MDO. Well, we'll do Ank 1. That's done. Now let's do our arrival. It's gonna be 13 right, UKW 8. Okay, there's UKW, and then SPS. There it is. Execute, done. Now our perf page, we'll clear that information out. Put in 39,000. That in there. 160 for our cost index. Put that in there. And then 14.0 is going to be our reserve there. Alright, thrust limb page. It's going to be 4-5. Goes right there. That. Now our flaps for 5. Okay. 5. There we go. Alright. 133 for V1. 139 VR. 147 for V2. Trim's going to be at 6.0. Now we're just waiting on him to finish the walk around, and we will continue. You wake over there. We got one of our students sleeping, guys. Christy. We got a sleeper. Time to break out the ice cubes. We have got a nodder. Nodder. She moved. Y'all, she moved. Lois? Lois, are you sleeping too? Brandon, get out the ice cubes. I guess we're going to have to do the ice challenge. Lay them in a tub of ice. That'll wake them up. That'll wake them up. What are you whining there, boy?
Lois Hughes. Christy sleeping in class LOL wake up.
Lois says, Christy's sleeping in class. Wake up.
Brandon Armstrong. Maybe people like to sleep LOL. Lois Hughes. Nope, me wake.
Lois is awake. Well, hello, Mr. Zeus. Hi, bud. Hi, bud. Hey, you Bubba. I really beat this officer today. Eight seconds and he'll be back in. Here he comes.
Aircraft looks good.
There he is. Wind is 8 at 5 knots. 64 degrees Fahrenheit.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Vera, and I'm your chief flight attendant. The fasten seatbelt sign is on. If you haven't already done so, please stow your carry-on luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin. Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt. Also make sure your seat back and folding trays are in their full upright position. If you are seated next to an emergency exit, please carefully read the special instructions card located by your seat. If you do not wish to perform the functions described in the event of an emergency, please ask a flight attendant to reseat you. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is prohibited on the entire aircraft, including the lavatories. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the lavatory smoke detectors is prohibited by law. If you have any questions about our flight today, please don't hesitate to ask one of our flight attendants.
Christy Holstein.
Thank you.
I'm not asleep LOL zoned into the TV but undercover.
There she is.
Pre-flight
Watching
checklist. Oxygen.
one
Tested.
show that she watches.
Flight instruments. Sit. Parking brake. On. Fuel control switches. Cut off. Pre-flight checklist completed.
All right. Huh?
I've been awake the whole damn time. I'm just zoned into the fucking TV.
Oh. Gotcha. All right, let's gotta go close these doors. There we go.
Initiating before start flow.
Going to be requesting pushback with startup and tail direction.
Christy Holstein. Watching murder shows LOL.
Hold on, let me go back here and see something. Close all. I think sometimes that's why it was beeping going down the runways, because I think sometimes the door doesn't close like it's supposed to, or one of the doors rather, so I made sure they were all closed this time.
Lois Hughes. Good shows.
Alright, tail's going to be north.
Flow completed. Before start checklist. Flight deck door. Closed and locked. Passenger signs. On. MCP. Speed. 153. Heading. 251. Altitude. 39.000. Sit. Takeoff speeds. B1 143. BR 147. B2 153.
Christy
Check.
Holstein.
CDU pre-flight.
Exactly LOL.
Completed. Trim. Sit.
Departure briefing. It will be a left seat takeoff from Papa Alpha November Charlie 2 Kilo Delta Foxtrot Whiskey. Taxi route is per ATC instructions. We'll be departing on runway 25 right. Climbing via the departure procedures to an initial altitude of 39,000 feet. Standard reject and emergency procedures apply. Any questions?
I'm good.
Completed.
Beacon lights.
On.
Before start checklist completed.
Okay, let's connect the ramp. Requesting tug. You what? No. Requesting tug. Okay, to be safe, because I'm not messing this flight up, we're going to do this. I'm going to be requesting startup at the gate. Yeah, there's something going on with the...
Starting engines.
We're going to start up here. When saying tensions acts buggy, we just continue without having to do anything. I'm a little concerned about this startup thing. It's done this. Just hold on a minute. I am starting to wonder if... Let me go see something. No, there's not been no update there. So I wonder... We're gonna go see something. Hold on, guys. Oh, I thought you was wanting something. I'm wondering why he's not been starting this airplane correctly. I'm a little confused about this.
King Air 145 Kilo Alpha cross runway. Tree 1 left contact tower for further instructions. Crossing runway Tree 1 left will contact tower King Air 145 Kilo Alpha.
Hold on, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Vera, and I'm your chief flight attendant.
Engine 1 started.
The
Engine
fasten
2 started.
seatbelt sign is on. If you haven't already
All
done
engines
so,
stable.
please stow your carry-on luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin. Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt. Also make sure your seat back and folding trays are in their full upright position.
Okay.
If you are seated
We're
next to
good.
an emergency exit, please carefully read the special instructions card located by your seat. If you do not wish to perform the functions described in the event of an emergency, please ask a flight attendant to reseat you. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is prohibited on the entire aircraft, including the lavatories. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the lavatory smoke detectors is prohibited by law. If you have any questions about our flight today, please don't hesitate to ask one of our flight attendants. Thank you.
Okay, hold on 1 second, guys.
Before taxi flow.
There we go.
Clear on the right.
Clear on the left.
So I'm going to talk to you guys
Flow
about this in a
completed.
minute, what you can do
Before taxi checklist.
if you ever had
Anti-ice.
trouble with it starting
Checked.
up. with
Recall.
first officer.
Checked.
Auto brakes.
Rejected takeoff.
Flight control test.
All right, yoke to the left,
Full left.
center,
Neutral.
to the right,
Full right.
back to center,
Neutral.
straight back,
Full back.
center, forward,
Full forward.
back to
Checked.
Before taxi checklist completed.
All right, let's get our trim 6.0. .01. Are you serious?
Christy Holstein. Sitting on the with Zeus.
They're 5.99. Yeah, Zeus is hanging out.
Christy Holstein. Floor.
She laying down? He loves hanging out with us, man. Alright, so before I move on real quick, I just want to explain this to you. If you're using first officer and for whatever reason, because I don't know what's going on, it's been doing it lately. When I hit the start button, it's not been starting. And I looked under repairs.
Lois Hughes.
Nothing there, so I don't know what's
LOL.
going on. But when it does that, just go into your CDU, go to the main menu, do right soft 5, right soft 2, and then look for the taxi stage, select it, which should be on the 3rd page, and do less off 1, and then it'll start up, and first officer will continue in the correct order. Now, why is it doing that? I don't know. I don't know what the problem is, but it's basically just starting engines anyway, because everything's already set for the taxi stage anyways. So, the only thing I need to do, go here. I gotta go to my panels real quick. And I'm going to go down here and fix my brakes. Okay, my PAX is on. And then under brakes, it says off. We'll put that to RTO and we're good. You what? You what? Pass the note. Oh, you pass the notes in class? I'll deal with you after class. Alright, so now we're good. Let's go ahead and request taxi. Runway 25 right.
I'll handle the taxi request to runway 25 right.
And while he's doing that, we'll get the runway put in here. Alright, we're at PA and C.
Anchorage ground, Connie 937. Heavy, Kalita Air 49er 37, ready for taxi to runway 25 right. We have Papa. Falcon 762, Foxtrot Romeo, cross runway 24, contact ground on 121.9er.
Crossing runway 24, contacting ground on 121.9er, Falcon 762, Foxtrot Romeo.
250, why is that heading so far off?
Christy Holstein. Sis, check your phone.
252. I don't like that, so we're going to fix the heading here. Okay, 252. We need the heading here to be correct. Okay, I fixed the heading. Alright, now let's go ahead and pause that.
Approaching runway 25 right, 25 right.
Okay, we're on the correct runway. And we're going to KDFW.
Flow completed. Before takeoff checklist. Flaps. Sit. Before takeoff checklist completed.
13 right. Alright, destination set. Okay, we should be passengers. Get ready for takeoff. We're ready for takeoff.
Okay, Captain. Cabin crew, take seats for departure.
We're all set for takeoff, John. Let's get this bird in the sky.
Alright. Alright. Let's hope for the best here, folks. Trim is set. Okay, 6.0 is trim. All right, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. Parking brake is off. Sure all seat belts are fastened. We're taking off.
Cabin crew, take seats for departure.
Thrust set.
Hey folks, we're getting ready for takeoff, so please make sure your seatbelts are fastened and your seats are in the upright position. We'll be on our way to Dallas Fort Worth shortly.
We now request your full attention as the flight attendants demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. When the seatbelt sign illuminates, you must fasten your seatbelt. Insert the metal fittings one into the other and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight, as we may
Let's get
experience
this thing in
turbulence.
the air. We off.
There are several emergency exits on this aircraft.
Gear up.
Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate
Lateral
the aircraft,
navigation.
floor-level lighting will guide you
Flaps
towards
up.
the exit.
Vertical navigation.
Doors can be opened by moving the handle
Autopilot.
in the direction of the arrow. Each door is equipped with an inflatable slide, which may also be detached and used as a life raft. Oxygen and air pressure are always being monitored. In the unlikely event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will automatically appear in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth. Secure the elastic band behind your head and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your own mask first, and then assist the other person. Keep your mask on until a crew member advises you to remove it.
Press ESC to resume. Press
In the
spacebar
event
slash
of an
save.
emergency,
Press hold to
please
restart.
assume the bracing
Press enter main
position.
menu.
If you
Christy
hear
Holstein. UTO not good.
Okay, so I have no idea what that was about, but we got something going on with First Officer, and I don't know what it is. Let me give me about 30-40 minutes. I'm going to go into First Officer and figure this out. I don't know if there's something going on with the flows, if it's the airplane. I have no idea what's going on, but give me a little bit. We'll come back. We'll fix this, and we'll take off where we left off. First Officer Brandon, your favorite program. We'll be back in a bit, you guys. Just hang in there. We'll be back.